Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again it is Felix from NyynewsTV, like always, Hola Como Estas. Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again it is Felix from NyynewsTV, like always, Hola Como Estas.
From New York City, you are now tuned into NyynewsCom radio with your host, NYY News Felix, for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
Let's start off the show with something hot.
I like them bad, skip bad. Let's do it, major. So now we getting into danger. Nigga, we trouble, man. Trouble. She be killing it, invite her to the crib and later on she be unzipping it.
Yeah, we getting it in like it's the 4th. Fireworks going off once we close the door. A bad bitch, all a man need in this world. Forget a side chick, all you need is that girl. Triple digits, double them up until the thousands. I'ma get it in one time before we bounce it. Take my arm, that's the life with the dawn. Now you know, a bad bitch, all I need. Baby, take a ride with me and you gon' see how we do it major league. Yeah, we do it major league.
A baby, if all I need. Baby, take a ride with me, you gon' see how we do it major league. How we get this major cream.
Miami sounded kinda good to me. Let's take a flight tonight from NYC to the sunny beach. I wanna keep you where I'm gonna be. You the type to hide the gun as soon as the cops come. That's why I'm calling this major league. We getting major cream, getting recognized on the major scene. And we ain't do this for the social score. We do this for one thing, that's the encore. Give me more.
On the boat, then that ass hit the floor. Turn around, girl, let me see a little more. She picking up more paper than a street sweeper. Mom catching more bodies than the Grim Reaper. Shit, I got a lot of skip. My cell phone full of bitches. Your girl asking when's the next time she can come and visit. We major league, MVP, doing major things up in NYC.
Babe, all I need. Baby, take a ride with me and you gon' see how we do it major league. Yeah, we do it major league.
You are now tuned into another episode of Hola Como Estas with yours truly, NYY News Felix, exclusively on NYY News TV. So many NYYs, NYY. The production budget of Hola Como Estas has surged past $100,000. Yes, because we have Hans Hansberger, we have Hubbard Smith, we have Daniel Johnson, we even have Alex Hunter, Peter Finichichi, Frank Cacciola. Somebody out there saying that's a good case of schizophrenia. Wow, last week's show, what an episode. It was like a movie. Hans Hansberger is going to be like, Felix, let me connect you to my agent and make you a millionaire. Right now, make sure to update your IMDb. Wow, I was pretty good at that impression. Hans Hansberger would be excited to hear that. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. The potatoes. The Players Union and Major League Baseball are still acting like biatches, fighting over money, while content creators online are contemplating picking up a life of prostitution. Adam Kane's like, oh shit, let me hide my OnlyFans. He's like, I hope they don't find my 5 inches of Italian sausage page. Speaking upon sausages, let's talk about the Hall of Fame again. I was listening to Guillen's World, and Oni Guillen, he said, if you don't think Big Papi took something, you believe in Santa. It's true. See, I'm not going to be biased here. I'm Dominican. But David Ortiz wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. Sorry. Supposedly he has a great personality. I don't really see anything unique about Big Papi because every Dominican that I know acts just like him. Dominicans are always happy as hell, entertaining. They're outgoing. They have great personality. So I really don't understand the media's love fascination with David Ortiz. Is it because they made him a meme in Boston Big Papi, it's the same way how they made Bartolo Colon a meme as well, Big Sexy. Because people think he's funny, he looks funny or whatever it is, that if he had Hall of Fame numbers, writers would vote for him because everybody else likes him and he's a meme. Another player that was linked to PEDs, I'm pretty sure these writers would vote him in the Hall of Fame. Because what's not to like about Big Sexy? And it's true. What's not to like about personalities like that? But then again, I'm telling you, like 99% of Dominicans are the same way. Maybe some are not as vocal or made into memes. But yeah, David Ortiz was liked because he was a meme. And nothing against his numbers. His numbers were terrific. But let's not be dumb here. This guy obviously took stuff within his career. And he also got caught. Manny Ramirez, for an example. Hall of Famer, first ballot. He's not in there. Oh, it's because Big Papi is Big Papi. Now it makes sense, right? Because he's a meme. He was made into a meme that everybody enjoys. And he's on there talking like, he hit, bull, out of here. Fuck you, A-Rod. Boston Red Sox. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, so I'm the last one that's going to defend Big Papi because I wouldn't say hated him. I despised him when he played against the Yankees. And like I said, that guy was on something. Let's not be stupid. With that being said, let's take a quick break and I'll catch you on the other side.
If you're listening to us on YouTube and you're not subscribed already, then make sure to hit that subscribe button.
On your balls, lock on my balls. The show with lock on balls. Lock on my balls. Here now, lock on my balls. Here now, lock on my balls. Lock on my balls.
What a clever ad. Locked on my balls. Hey, Alfred.
Yes, my sir?
Buy everything Manscaped has to offer.
Yes, Hans. Will do.
Remember, Kaiser is flying in 2 days, and I need my balls to be cleaned and fresh. Make sure to choose express delivery. I'm going to be clean shaven like the New York Yankees. And by the way, Alfred, I almost forgot.
I'm listening.
Felix has a German name. Make sure you use his promo code. He's a funny Dominican man. Input in the promo code NyynewsPete. Hans Hansburger and Manscaped are locked on your balls.
The number to call is 646-820-9488. That number again is 646-820-9488. Leave us a voice message.
Support for this show, Hola Como Estas, exclusively on NyynewsTV, is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family's jewels. Manscaped recently launched the Ultimate Men's Hygiene Bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code NyynewsFelix at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, that's about 8 million balls. Clean your balls. Hans is using it. Ozzy Gain is using it. I'm using it. Pete's using it. The whole crew at NyynewsTV is using it. Who doesn't want clean balls? Manscaped is terrific. I'm going to introduce a new segment on this show where I browse Google. I type in Yankees, hit news, and randomly fall on an article. So I have one pulled up here. It says, can unexpected division rival shock Yankees with free agency spending post-lockout? Article written by Thomas Caranite. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Yup, this sounds insane. We know. But how much longer can the Baltimore Orioles continue on this horrid path? It needs to end soon, right? We're looking at 5 straight losing seasons and 3 with 108 or more losses. How much longer is this rebuild going to take? Though it seems like this is the only team the New York Yankees don't have to worry about for the foreseeable future, it's worth wondering if that actually might change this offseason. Looking at the Orioles situation, they have a number of players who can hold down a roster spot with above average play, a few promising prospects coming up in the farm system, and a ton of money to spend. According to Baseball Reference, the O's have $28.94 million committed to the 2022 payroll. They could add $100 million to that for 6-star players and still easily rank outside of the highest 10 payrolls in the league. Additionally, this front office is made up of former Astros executives, specifically Executive Vice President / General Manager Mike Elias, who was with Houston when they orchestrated one of the most obvious / awful yet successful tank jobs in the history of the sport. That strategy is seemingly being implemented in Baltimore. But is it nearing its conclusion? On the surface, you'll laugh at the possibility. But what if they surround Trey Mancini, Cedric Mullins, Austin Hayes, Ryan Mountcastle, John Means, and incoming prospects Adley Rushman, D.L. Hall, Kyle Bradish, Mike, whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce these players' names, with Carlos Correa, Carlos Rendon, Chris Bryant, Kyle Schwarber. Maybe reunite with Nelson Cruz and maybe make him your DH. I don't know about that. That dude is a dinosaur by now. We're not saying this would make them a World Series contender, but it'd add a ton of wins and help them put pressure on the Yankees and Red Sox, both whom might be approaching the end of an era based on potential turnover next offseason. And then the article goes on. If you want to read it yourself, it's on Yanks Go Yard. Again, the title is, Can Unexpected Division Rival Shock Yankees with Free Agency Spending Post-Lockout? Check it out. Moving along, we all know Daniel Johnson last week sent up Hubbard Smith. So let's see what Daniel Johnson, the Bushwick dentist, is up to this week.
Richard, not now. I'll be critiquing your Lady Gaga dance skills in a couple of minutes. Daddy's a little busy right now. Go to your room and I'll send you an Apple iPhone message when I'm done. So our good pal Hubbard Smith escaped. But the good news is he's on the FBI Most Wanted list now for his horrific stunt at Big Dan's playground. Little does Hubbard know I practice the dark arts.
Ja, som filmstuba. Ja, som filmstuba. Ja, som filmstuba. Ja, som filmstuba. Ja, som filmstuba.
Yes, it still works. This was a doll that was given to me by the local Chichabo tribe in the deep jungles of West Africa, where I learned dark magic. Let's record that doll and replay it in reverse.
Ja, som filmstuba. Ja, som filmstuba. Ja, som filmstuba.
Alright, I got that. Now let's play it.
Hubbard Smith must die. Hubbard Smith must die. Hubbard Smith must die.
Yes, speak to me, my little doll. Speak to me.
Ja, som filmstuba. Hubbard Smith must die. Ja, som filmstuba. Hubbard Smith must die. Ja, som filmstuba. Hubbard Smith must die.
Hubbard
Ja,
Smith
som
has no
filmstuba.
idea what's coming his way.
We learn something new every week. Now we know that Daniel Johnson is a master in the mystic arts. Hubbard Smith, you better be careful because Daniel Johnson, he sounds like he's possessed. So there was reports recently that the Yankees don't want to trade away Peraza in, let's say, a deal for Oakland A's first baseman Matt Olson. If you would have asked me a few weeks ago if the Yankees would land, or a few months ago because we're in the lockout and time has passed, if the Yankees were going to land Matt Olson, I would tell you absolutely. But fast forwarding now, what we know, Matt Olson is from Atlanta, Georgia. It came out that the Braves wanted to trade for him or are going to. Then recently it came out, Andy Martino, I don't know if you want to say he's credible, said that the Yankees were not going to trade prospects like Anthony Volpe, obviously, and Peraza. So you can interpret that as you wish. As if you ask my opinion, I think it's more like a 25% chance that the Yankees land Matt Olson when this lockout ends. It's either going to be bringing back Anthony Rizzo or signing Freddie Freeman. Or if you want to go more extreme and make people's heads spin, you invite a player like Greg Bird to spring training and have Luke Voigt versus Bird 2.0. So a little bit of details I wanted to add for the show or about the show is when you hear the call in, we've had a couple of voicemails coming in, like 10 of them, but they're all about the same subject. Since we're in a lockout, everybody's talking about the same thing. But yeah, keep the voicemails coming. Once the season starts, I'm going to start airing them on this show, as obviously when the season starts, you're going to have a diverse range of opinions. I can't play a whole bunch of voicemails where everybody's talking about the same thing. Also, to answer a question that I saw on the live chat, they said, Felix, why don't you ever get on video? Well, I've had on my channel, and I'm going to start doing it more. But for this show in particularly, it's a radio show that goes on Spotify, iTunes. It's really a radio show that a lot of time and effort is put into it. So you're going to have your skits, etc. You don't want to see me playing a skit and then me listening to that skit. So I'm keeping it the old-fashioned way. That's what my NYY News channel is for, my separate one. If you guys want to see or hear other types of content, you visit that channel. With that being said, let's close out this episode and check up on Hubbard Smith. I'll check you out for the next Hola Como Estas exclusively on NyynewsTV.
Hello, please leave your message after the tone.
Why doesn't Menthol Man pick up? Who's there? Is that you, Menthol Man? Well, if it isn't you again, bitch, how the hell did you find me?
Your friend, Menthol Man, gave you up. Now he swim in Hudson River.
You son of a bitch, you'll never catch me alive.
Open door. I kill, open,
you.
open. I will bust down door
you.
like I do.
You'll never catch me alive.
3 seconds.
You.
3, 2.
Well, looks like Adam King from Earth 352 is dead. Poor Adam. Everything is so blatantly rigged for him. Don't worry, little guy. I'll make sure to continue our legacy. As for me, Adam King from Earth 22, I'm a zillionaire. I was able to do my teleportation and anti-gravity devices. Speaking upon Earth 352, looks like a friend of Adam's, Hubbard Smith, needs my help. Time to start some engines and a portal to the universe. Quick, Hubbard, jump in my portal.
What the hell?
We continue.
Thank you for listening to NYY News Radio. Tune in again next time for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
before it hits the